body bags where horror lies.
BeeCeeHQ, welcome to Body Bags, week 187, Kaiju week. My film is Godzilla from 2014, and starring Bryan Cranston. The main character's name is Aaron Taylor Johnson. First and foremost, Cranston plays the dad of the main character. I liked the build up from the beginning of when the main character was a kid, and when it all started and they're living in Japan, and it kind of the relationship between his son and him, and how he's just focused on his work and not his son's birthday and things like that. I think that was a good way of setting the scene in terms of their relationship. I think it could have done with a bit more of that. It's not very long in the film until it cuts to like 15 years later or something. So I think it could have had a bit more character development from when the main character was a kid. Another thing for me was Cranston wasn't in the film for as long as I think he should have been. I just think he's a great actor in pretty much everything he's in, so I think that he should have been in the film longer than he was. The main character, Aaron Taylor Johnson, didn't really cut it for me. I don't know what else he's been in, and yeah, it just felt a bit forced, his role for me. So he's not natural to me like Cranston is, in my opinion. So I think they could have, for the film in general, not just him but a few more characters, they could have casted better for it. I don't prefer it to the 98 Godzilla. Obviously in this one there's 3 or 4 other monsters, if you will, that Godzilla has to fight against. And for me they were just too robotic, and even though they're meant to be newer and sort of more up to date than Godzilla is, I just felt it was a bit forced, too Hollywood, too new, and just too robotic, as I said. Too, like, they just look like big pieces of metal, and it could have been, I think it would have been better if it was more dinosaur based, like looking more real. Obviously giants don't fucking look real anyway, but in terms of, I think they should have been more lizard looking instead of robotic looking. The film runs for 2 hours 3 minutes. As I said, Godzilla looked okay, but I think the original looked better as well. And I think the original was a bit more, just overall better, like everything it offered. It was a bit more comedic as well, and I think it had a better casting as well, and a better soundtrack. Average IMDb rating 6.5. I gave it a 6.5. So yeah, it's rated a PG-13, listed as an action, adventure, sci-fi. So yeah, I'm not a great lover of this film. As I said, I preferred the original, so I wouldn't say you're missing out if you haven't seen this one, but I don't know, if you're into this sort of kaiju sort of films, then you'll probably like it. So yeah, check it out. So I'll see you next week.